Alright, hey guys, Prison here. I am profiling my Thunderclap Skywolf deck profile for the May 2020 format for you guys. I watched MPT Yu-Gi-Oh's Crush Card Cup. I believe it was his first one, and somebody's playing this deck, and I had never heard of it, but I always thought the Thunderclap Skywolf card was cool. And after watching the deck, it seemed like a really fun deck to play. It's definitely not like tier 1, but it's definitely a really fun deck to play to frustrate some people, and depending on your matchup, it's really good against some stuff. It's kind of like a control deck if you like playing a lot of decks at back row, and the side deck options you have for the deck are amazing. So I will be showcasing that as well. But without further ado, we'll get into it for you guys. So first you play the one, the only, 2 Thunderclap Skywolf, or as I like to call the deck, Clap Cheek Wolf. Really good card. If it's special summoned from the graveyard, you can destroy all face-up monsters your opponent controls. You can't attack this turn, but that's okay because you're going to be doing it on your opponent's turn. So, and it's a cool 2500. Then we play 3 Battery Man Solar. He is what dumps into the grave. If he's summoned, you can put a Thunder monster from your deck to the graveyard, so you'll send your Thunderclap Skywolf. And then if a Thunder monster is special summoned, like summoned while he's on the field, you can special summon a token, which does matter, because during your opponent's turn, if the effect resolves, you'll get a token, and they won't be able to get rid of it because you blew up all their monsters, and then you can link summon. It's really cool. And the search card, to make sure you open with Solar, I play 3 Thunder Seahorse. You can discard it and add 2 level 4 light Thunder type monsters from your deck to him with 600 less attack. He's a level 4 light Thunder monster, and he's got 1500, so you can add 2 copies of him from your deck to hand, so it deck thins as well as gets your engine going. And then how I'm differing, I have a few cards that differ from the list that I saw to prompt me to want to build the deck. I'm playing 3 Ghost Spell and Haunted Mansion. I believe that's the only hand trap you need for this deck, because it stops Call by the Grave, because if somebody banishes Thunderclap Skywolf, your whole deck falls apart. So this stops that from happening, as well as playing against Eldritch. It stops from adding Eldritch back to hand, or special summoning things from the graveyard, or banishing their traps. So really good card, I believe, this format. But yeah, that's it for the monsters. That's my cool tech in. On to the spells, I am proxying a card, guys. I almost never proxy cards, but I will never be able to afford this card until it gets reprinted. I'm playing 3 Pot of Extravagance, so obviously this deck isn't for tournaments right now, but I built it during quarantine, so I haven't been going to any tournaments, just been at home. But at the start of your main phase, you banish 3 or 6 random face-down cards from your extra deck, and then you draw 1 card for every 3 cards you banished. It's really cool. Because in this deck, your extra deck really does not matter whatsoever. So, it's got the least amount of drawbacks. You play the 1 Foolish just to get Thunderclap Skywolf out of your deck. Play the 1 Scapegoat. I understand I'm playing Pot of Extravagance, so if you do banish this stuff for Scapegoat, then you do. But it's still a really good card to end up playing in the deck. So, if you don't banish this stuff, you get a really cool combo. Alright, that's it for the spells. The whole deck is just a crap load of traps. Play 3 back to the front. All these cards special summon Thunderclap Skywolf. You target 1 monster in your graveyard, special summon defense. Thunderclap Skywolf. You blow up your opponent's monsters during their turn. 3 World Legacies Secret. When it's activated, target level 5 or higher monster, special summon it. So, Thunderclap Skywolf is a cool level 7. So you can bring him back off that card and then blow up all of your opponent's monsters during their turn. Which is just what you do. You're just going to regek your opponent over and over again. 3 Call the Haunted, older one. You target a monster in your graveyard, special summon an attack. And then 3 Oasis of Dragon Souls. I like this one the most because it plays around like there can be only one. So you can special summon him back and he's not a thunder. He'll be a worm. If you ever need to do that, something that's cheeky. But you special summon it in defense position, you'll blow everything up. So you play 12 ways to bring back your Thunderclap Skywolf, which is why you need him to stay in graveyard. Your whole deck kind of falls apart if you can't keep him in the grave. Then for effects, because some monsters are impervious to being blown up, play 3 Lost Wind. Target a special summon monster negates effects, and the cool part about Lost Wind, you'll have their attack, so your Thunderclap is always going to be 2500, so you can just beat over your opponent's monster. 2 Breakthrough Skill. Target a face-up effect monster. Your opponent controls you negates effects. The reason why I like this card too is you can banish it from your graveyard and negate something. So both these cards you get kind of 2 uses out of. The only reason I'm playing 3 of this, only 2 of this halves the attack. But these will turn off your opponent's boss monster's effects to stop from being destroyed by card effects. Then you can blow them up. Which is cool. You can use them more than once. What you need in this deck. You need all the advantage you can get. And then I am playing Third Eye Bride because Evenly and Lightning Storm, especially Lightning Storm, just blows you out in a match. Twin Twister hurts too. You want to stop those cards. And then the better version, I'm playing 3 Solemn Judgment. So 6 ways to protect all of your, essentially Call of the Haunteds from being destroyed so you can bring back your Thunderclap Skywolf. And then the last card I'm playing is 1 Imperial Order because I'm playing 5 spells. So you can turn off all your opponent's spells, yugioh, and then you blow up all their monsters, which is super cool. That's it for the main deck. We'll go on to the extra deck. I am missing 2 cards for this extra deck just because they haven't come in the mail for some reason yet. I'll tell you what will be taken out for it. Honestly, if I had those cards already, I would debate taking out the Scapegoat and putting in something else. But for now, like an Upstart Goblin or something. But the most important card in the deck, you play some Summer Summoner. It's really cool. 2 Thunder type monsters. So like I said, when you bring back your Thunderclap Skywolf, you'll get a token. You can get rid of the token of the Thunderclap Skywolf during your turn to play him. And then his effect is, once per turn, quick effect, during your opponent's turn, you can discard 1 card and special summon a target Thunder monster in your graveyard. Special summon it to his own, he points to. So he's another way to bring back Thunderclap Skywolf on your opponent's turn. Which is cool, and he's also a discard outlet if you draw your other copy of Skywolf. Which is why we're playing 2, by the way. I didn't mention that, so you don't draw multiple copies. I play the 1 Hip Hashiningen, 2 light monsters. All light monsters in the field gain 500 attack and defense. I ordered 2 more of those, but they haven't come in. So I'm only playing the 1 because it is really nice having a way to bump your Skywolf up to 3,000 with like a solar and its token, so then you can beat over things. 1 Underclock, basically supposed to be another one of these, but you can target a face-up monster in the field that he points to. Target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls. It'll lose attack equal to the attack of the monster's target it's pointing to. You can beat over something that way. And then for your Scapegoat, you play the 1 Link Spider and the Security Dragon, so you can get rid of a token, play him, 2, play him and bounce a card. You can link these off. Or you can link, honestly, you can link like a Link or a Security Dragon. Well, yeah, sorry guys. You can link these 2 off and play your Power Code Talker, and then you can target face monster field negates effects, tribute a card he points to, so like your last token, make it 0 and beat over it, or you can get rid of those 2 in your last token and play your Bomber Dragon. And I know what you're thinking, you already have Thunderclap that blows up the field. I'm using him for his effect damage, so you can beat over something and then deal damage to your opponent equal to its original attack. A lot of people forget about that effect with him, so it's just a way to end the match. It's cool. I also play Borload or Zeraboros, whatever you want to play. Yeah, those are the Scapegoat targets. And then for rank 4s, because that can happen with your Thunder Seahorse and Solar, especially if you have to bring them back from the grave, I play 3 Starleech Paladynamo. It takes 2 level 4 lights, detach 2 materials, target a face-up monster your opponent controls, change attack to 0, and negates effects. And if you destroyed by a card effect or by battle from your opponent instead of the grave, you draw a card, which is cool. Then I play 3 Abyss Dweller, because that stops a lot of decks nowadays. So you can just detach material, negate graveyard effects. So yeah, honestly guys, when I get those Hashiningens in, I'd probably take like these 2 out for the Hashiningen. So I have 3 of that, and then the 1 Bomber Dragon I'd take out for like a second Underclock take or something. Honestly, the extra deck doesn't matter. That's why you play Extravagance. I'm just playing 3 copies of the important cards, so you can make sure you can have them in those situations. Alright, and then we'll go on to our side deck. Quick video for you guys. Playing 3 Prohibition, go against Eldritch. You can just stop them from playing their deck by calling Eldritch, the Golden Lord. So yeah, can't play your main card. Or anything. If you're playing against anything, you need something like Call Ray against Sky Striker. All they have is Hornet Drones, so they can pop it. And then for removal, I am playing 3 Lava Golem. The only normal summon you have is Solar. I mean, you can summon Seahorse, but you're not going to do that. So it doesn't matter if you can't normal summon or set the turn you play him. You'll just special summon Skywolf the next turn and blow him up. Then 3 Volcanic Queen. It's not as good, but you contribute 1 monster and play him, and then you can blow it up with Thunderclap Skywolf the next turn. And also what's really cool is you can wait till it does their 1,000 burn damage, or this makes your opponent tribute a card to take 1,000. So they'll do their burn damage, then you can blow them up. And then the last monster I run is 1 Pankratops, just for going second. You'll honestly have less monsters than your opponent all the time. So you could take out the Scapegoat and put this Pankratops over it too, which is something I'll play with, but for now it's in the side deck. And then for traps, you play 3, there can only be 1. This is like one of the best floodgates right now, besides like Skill Drain. And each player can only control 1 type of monster, and even though you play all Thunders, you're usually just going to have a Thunderclap Skywolf on your side of the board, so as long as you can get him out to blow everything up, then you can just stop your opponent from playing. And then I'm playing 2 summon limit. I only have 2. If I had 3, I'd probably take the Pankratops out, play the 3rd, swap it for the Scapegoat, but since I only have 2, that's all I have in here. You'll only special summon once per turn. Like, you'll summon your Solar and pass, and then you'll summon your Skywolf, and they'll pass it back. So, this really just helps slow down a lot of decks right now. You could also main deck this card if you want. But yeah, guys, that's it for the main deck. Extra inside, it's 15 card extra, 40 card main, 15 card side. Hope you guys enjoyed the profile. This is more of a fun deck, but I believe it could actually do some things in the right hands. Especially depending on what decks you play against. People won't see it coming, and Regeki at any point in time, whenever you want to activate it, is really good. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed my profile. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys later.